Hey guys, this is Steve Huff at stevehufpphoto.com. I'm here today to give you guys a look at this awesome, well, some people don't call this camera awesome, but I'm calling it awesome. It's the Leica Md Type 262. This is the Leica M based off of the 262, which is based off of the M240. So we have the same sensor as the M240 and the same design, the same style, but this looks a lot like an MP, which has always been my favorite Leica body style. That means there's no, with the MPs and with this camera, there's no M, big glaring red dot. There's no, or you have the engraved script on the top plate, and you have your typical rangefinder use. But this is the MD, which this is really cool. Now, many of you have seen this already. It's been out for a while. But this, there's no LCD screen. This is a pure digital camera without an LCD screen. And the rangefinder is not an EVF, as many of you know. But some people, a friend of mine yesterday saw this. He's like, oh, well, you could see the pictures on playback in the viewfinder, right? And I was like, no, you can't. This is a rangefinder. This is just like shooting film. Truly, without the film and without that film quality, but in usability and when you're taking this out on the street, this is just like shooting film. And you have on the back that big ISO dial, just like on the film Leicas. Now, what's interesting with this, people are going to say, well, where's your settings? How do you set settings in the camera? There are no settings, besides a couple little minor ones. First of all, you have, it doesn't shoot JPEG, so this will only shoot RAW. So there's nothing you can change about that. This camera only shoots RAW files, which is good because with a Leica M, you should always use the RAW files. There's no auto ISO, which I used to use on the M, and I use it with my Sonys and Olympus. And by the way, I'm filming this with an Olympus Pen F and the 7:14 zoom, which is an awesome combination. But there's no auto ISO, so I've been getting used to having to manually adjust it, and you adjust it on the back just like the old film cameras, but this has a nice precision feel and it's solid. So a lot of people would say, why on earth would you spend $59.95, because this is coming in at almost $6,000 on a digital camera that has no LCD, no modern features, no live view, no preview, and has rangefinder focusing? Well, the person who this camera is made for is for those who like the film experience. Imagine being out all day with this as your only camera and you shoot 100, 200 frames. You have no idea what those frames are like until you get home and develop your SD card like we used to develop our film. And for that, it kind of makes you think, it gives you the excitement and anticipation of wanting to see those files, and it keeps you from constantly having to chimp on the back. And I admit the first few times I used it, I kept looking for the image to show up on camera. I also want to give a shout out and thanks to a Mr. Ken Hansen, the legendary Leica dealer, forever and ever. He's been a friend of mine since my website at stevehufpphoto.com has been started, 8 years now, and he delivers anything you need, especially when it comes to Leica. He's a great guy, and I asked him about this, and he had it in stock, and this he sent with it is the 28 Summilux lens, which is funny because I remember when the 28 Summilux was announced, and some of my Leica friends were like, wow, it's so big. And lately I've been shooting the Sony cameras with these big lenses, and I come to the 28 Summilux, I'm like, wow, it's so small. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful combination. 28 millimeter Summilux, so it's similar to Leica Q, right? Leica Q has a 28 Summilux, I believe. It's been a while since I shot the Q, but I think it does. And you have a more modern sensor. But the Q is not a rangefinder, and you're going to get little differences in the IQ and color, where the Q I see has more snap and contrast and a little bit different color, where this one is more like the M240. So while the Q comes in at 4200, This combo will set you back over 10 grand. So when you think of it like that, the Q looks like a really good value when you're looking in the Leica lineup. So you still have your bottom plate on this, just like all the other M's, where your battery and your SD card goes. And this battery is like a camel. We have no LCD to power, and the battery was already amazing. You could probably get 700 shots out of this before you need to charge, maybe more. I'm going to check that out. And what's really cool is, a couple months ago, a reader sent in this handmade grip from Italy. It's beautiful, and I had a few people ask me about this grip, what it is, where I got it, where can they get one. Well, I'm going to post the man's name who makes it and his email address. Let's see, I gotta look at the video right here. So if you email him, you can ask him about this grip. It's beautiful. I'm going to put it on the camera in a minute. But you have this really nice hand-carved wood piece, a nice soft velvet interior. You have a brass screw on the bottom, so it's easily screwed in and out of your camera. And you have his initials right here. Actually, let me get his name correct. His name is, where does it go? Renato Lamberti. That's who makes this. So I'm going to put up his email in this video, and if you want to ask him about this grip, feel free. I don't know details on what he's charging. He sent it to me as a gift, and I feel that it's so beautiful I should show you guys. And I'm going to put it on the camera right now so we can see what it looks like. I had it on, let's see, is this, yeah, let me get this figured out here. There we go. So basically we line it up with the bottom and we just screw it in until it's tight. And then this provides us with this beautiful Italian-made wooden grip for the camera. And it feels, it's a little bulky. I have small hands, but for those with medium to larger hands, this would probably feel like amazing. It feels amazing now. Actually, yeah, because what it's doing is in the back, this is giving my thumb an extra place to grip or to lean onto. Kind of like when your body leans against a wall, your thumb is leaning against this. So it's pretty cool. So again, his email is down below. I keep looking at my LCD instead of the lens, that's funny. So the email is down below in the video. Contact him if you're interested in the grip. As far as the Leica MD, I'm going to be shooting it a lot over the next couple weeks, and I'm already falling for it, and it's insane because I haven't shot an M in a while. I've been shooting my Sony a7R II like mad because it's kind of got the kitchen sink and everything thrown in, all modern technology, all the modern features you could ask for, you know, effects and speed and a million menu items. And for many, that's just awesome. And it's awesome for me. This has the 28 f2 on it, by the way. And for some, they just want to turn on a camera, not have to deal with any menus or any of that. And they want to just take a picture and be done, go home, review their images. And that is a very cool thing, because what that ends up doing is it takes your mind away from all the complications of menus and all that. A lot of people now, a lot of you watching this, there's no complications to menus. We know how to go through that, but a lot of people, they get confused and frustrated with a lot of these menus. So something like this MD is actually the anti modern day camera, because you have no menus, you have no settings. You turn it on, you take your picture, and there you go. So this is the Leica MD. This came from Ken Hansen, but you can also buy these at Pop Flash, B&H Photo, Amazon Prime. There's some of these on Prime, which is cool. But Ken Hansen's the man. If you send him an email, I'll put his email up here right now. I've been dealing with Ken for 8 years. He's a man who helped me get my website started at stevehufpphoto.com. When I started this website, I had no connections, I had no pull, I had no traffic. Ken liked what I was doing with the Leica reviews, and I said I couldn't get Leica to send me review samples at that time. So he said, well, how about I'll send you some gear, you review it and send it back, and you can pay a rental fee. So I started doing that, and then soon he started sending them you know, and he was so generous to do that for me, and that helped build up my Leica reviews. So it's a great relationship. Ken Hansen is a stunning Leica dealer, legend. So I highly recommend him and the others that I mentioned, Pop Flash, B&H Photo. And when you can get Leica via Prime on Amazon, that's a good way to go too if you got Amazon Prime. So anyway, this is the Leica MD. This grip is feeling really good now, actually. Wow, so smooth. That's the thing with a Leica, you can sit here and like, ooh, ah, you know, I remember when I first got a Leica M6 or MP or M7, I don't remember which one. I would set it on my nightstand at night, so when I woke up I could see it and be like, oh, I actually own a Leica. That's the thing. Now, you're not going to get, you know, bang for your buck with any Leica. I think this 28 Summilux is $6,000. I think this Leica, or this Sony 28F2 is around $400 or $450 or something along those lines. So you're paying an extreme premium for this camera, but it's for that select person who wants a Leica, wants the ultimate in simplicity, and wants something beautiful that they can really have a great pride of ownership in. So this is the Leica MD. I'll have a review of that soon, but I'm going to be having loads of fun in the meantime shooting it. So this was Steve at stevehufpphoto.com. The 28 Summilux lens cap, by the way. Always check back to the site for news, reviews, daily inspirations. And right now there's a 30-day bag giveaway contest. We already have all the entries. We're taking the first 30 entries. But every day for the next 30 days, well, 27 days are left, I'm going to put up 3 images from readers who want to win a bag. I'm giving away 7 premium bags. So 7 out of those 30 are going to win bags, and I need the readers and the viewers there to vote at the end of the contest, because they're going to be the ones voting for the winners. So go to stevehufpphoto.com. There's always cool stuff there. There's thousands of articles, hundreds of reviews there in the index page, and there's new stuff almost every day of the week. Besides weekends, I tend to take weekends off now. So hope to see you there. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm going to be starting to do more and more videos like this that are better made, better quality, some on location, and I'm going to start doing some videos as well of like I said, on location, but of me shooting these cameras. So I think that'll be fun. So I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.